Sorry, our radio is sometimes giving us a little bit of tricky communications, but just the update. I could hear all of that right. Karen from Virginia, who we've had quite a few questions of before, and it sounds like the hoggers, so the same group of people that Audrey's part of as well. Just wondering about sort of some of the predator updates around here. I know we haven't seen them much since we saw those Kahuma females 2 nights ago hunting the buffalo, well, attempting to hunt the buffalo. They have actually made a kill. Since yesterday afternoon I heard the guys on the radio talking about it. I haven't actually been able to hear what it was. It sounds like something big. They're still on it this morning, so presumably a buffalo, quite far to the north, probably about 4 kilometers north of Buffelshoek Dam, roughly in that direction. So they've killed food, which is all good. They've got food, cubs have got food. Karula I haven't heard much news of. She was around a couple of days ago. Juma, no one saw her, they just saw the tracks. And I haven't heard specific news of the cubs either, but again, from that you can take it that the cubs should be alright. Probably just seen them further to the western parts, Mambili, Arathusa, that direction. That's where they've been seeing them. The reason I say they should be alright is if we don't hear exactly what they've been up to, it just means that they probably have been seen. If anything has happened to them, if they've maybe just seen one of the cubs, or maybe something that was threatening the cubs or something like that, you definitely hear about it. As soon as anything happens to young leopard around this area, or leopard at all, the story spreads very quickly. So from that we can surmise the cubs are fine, even though we don't know where they are at the moment. Karula, the last tracks heading also roughly that direction. So I guess somewhere in the next few days they should pop out either from the west or the southwest. And then white cloth, to be honest with you, I can't give you much information. They saw on the far eastern parts of Djuma towards Bush Lodge a few days ago, 3-4 days ago. I heard on the radio, but I've actually never seen white cloth personally. Never seen on one of my drives. Always just been Karula. White cloth used to, in the early days of our drives, at the beginning of this year, she used to hang around sometimes close to Cheetah Cutline, but it seems she's more and more further to the east towards Torchwood and towards Bush Lodge side. But they're around. The kahumas are eating. That's good. It means they've got milk. It means the cubs have got food and milk, and it means that whenever we see them again, they should be healthy and strong. Not too worried about that pride. I mean, they're a big pride. The females are all very healthy and good-looking females, so I think they should do fine. The only worry really for that pride is if other males came in, bigger males came over, maybe took over the territory. In other words, either killed it or displaced or chased away the dominant males at the moment, those in his brother. If that happened, it would be quite bad. You could lose all those cubs, but even that's not too likely. Those males are in good shape. Let's have a look at some antelope here. Again, seems to be in the order of the day, taking it easy in the shade. Also keep in mind at the moment sunrise is quite early. Sunrise is about 20 past 5 at the moment. So that means by now we've been out here for a while. Over 4 hours, nice and bright. So these guys can start grazing, start browsing or grazing, whatever species you might be looking at, but your herbivores can start feeding from about 5:30 easily onwards. Pardon me. That means by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, as soon as it starts getting warm in summer, they can afford to just take it easy in the shade somewhere, conserve their energy, and then feed again later afternoon. Sun sets only around 6 at the moment. That'll even move towards 7 by midsummer. So again, they don't need to do too much until about 5 o'clock or so when it cools down. There's lots of food available. It's much easier than in winter. They can just walk relatively short distances and get a belly full of leaves or belly full of grass, and then they can just ruminate. Two young males there, just over a year old, around about that age. You can see the horns just starting to form that first twist. But yeah, we're going to be seeing more and more of this now in summertime. Behavior of the animals will change quite a bit. We'll find more and more activity early morning, the first part of the drive, and the last part of the drive in the afternoon. Cooler periods, with our morning drives often ending with most animals just relaxing in the shade and starting the same way in the afternoon. See her swallowing there. It's so funny when you see them swallowing the cud or regurgitating the next one. A lump running up and down the throat, or the neck, inside the throat, I guess.